would be for Frias his 10th error of the year, which you talk about a shortstop who makes the plays he does. He'll take those errors any day of the week. First pitch to Frias, first pitch strike in the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Wilkerson continues to pitch for Grand Prairie. One strike pitch, hit well, deep down the left field line. Carter looking up, but it will reach the seats. It's a foul ball, and the count's 0-2. Vladimir here tonight, a double and a run scored in the 2nd. He's also grounded out to the first baseman in the 4th. Kansas City with just 1 run scored last night. They've scored twice here in the 2nd inning. And actually, Kansas City scored twice on Tuesday night in the 2nd inning. And that is it. Just 4 total offensive runs in this series for Kansas City. Here comes the 2-strike pitch. And a pitch just up, and the count's 1-2. With a 1-run game, and the way that the coaching staff here for Grand Prairie has really attacked their bullpen as this curveball misses high, 2-2. The coaching staff is probably shaking scared that they're going to have to go to the bullpen at some point, because they have done everything in their power to refuse to go to that bullpen in the series. 2-2 pitch fouled off, and the count's still 2-2. We have only seen 1 1/3 inning out of a combined 18 innings that has come from the bullpen. Just 4 total outs. That just tells you how much confidence they have in that bullpen as Frias strikes out. But if Kansas City cannot find a way to get Wilkerson out of this game, then he will pitch a complete game, because that is what we've seen this series. Grand Prairie has no qualms whatsoever to have their pitcher throw 140 pitches to avoid going into that bullpen. We saw that on Tuesday night as their starter went 131. So 1 up, 1 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. Up comes Nick Schwanner. Here's the pitch. Hit well, but playable for the right fielder, Nieves. So Schwanner just misses a home run, and he flies out to right field. Schwanner now 1 for 3. And up comes Brian Erie, who is 0 for 2 here tonight, but he does have one of the team's RBIs. Kansas City running out of opportunities. Up comes Brian Erie. Here comes the pitch from Wilkerson. Big curveball in the dirt, and the count's 1-0. On deck is Robbie Cousdale if he gets an opportunity to hit in this inning. Kansas City just 3 hits over 6 2/3 innings. Now this pitch is in the dirt. 2-0 count for Brian Erie, who has 1 home run to his credit this year. Kansas City will get one more time to the heart of their order in the next couple of innings. 2-0 pitch. It is popped foul behind home plate, and the count's 2 balls and a strike. Let's take a look at the American Association scoreboard update. And right away, I see a score I did not want to see. Gary beating Fargo 2-1. Of course, Kansas City trailing Gary in the division by 4 games now before tonight. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he retakes outside. 3 balls and a strike. Other scores, Sioux City beating Winnipeg 2-0. I don't know, Winnipeg goes from 11 in a row, and now on the verge of being swept by Sioux City. That's in the 8th inning. Erie with a smash into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Brian Erie, a rounding first base, he'll have to slam on the brakes. Boy, quickly getting the baseball with Madison Carter. And instead of a 2-out double, it's just a 2-out single. That's a big play. Other scores, St. Paul beating Amarillo tonight, 4-2. That's in the 6th inning. That's it. A very quiet night for the American Association here on Thursday. So Brian Erie with his first hit comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And now the potential game-tying run is on the bases. And up comes Robbie Cousdale, who is 0 for 2 here tonight. First pitch to Robbie is swung on and missed. Boy, he tried to hit his 4th home run of the season, came up empty, and the count's 0-1. Cousdale is not really a home run hitter, but he took the vicious swing at one like he was going to try to give Kansas City the lead. Erie Erie at first base. Kansas City trailing 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Here's the one-strike pitch. Line in the left field, that's a hit. Erie will check in at second base. Coosdale stops at first, and Kansas City has runners at first and second. 2 outs for TJ Middlestat. So a little 2-out rally perhaps starting here for Kansas City. And now the tying run is just 2 bases away from tying the game up. Grand Prairie is going to, nope. Well, it looked like they were going to go to the bullpen. And that is not going to be the case as the pitching coach, Jeff Russell, comes out of the dugout. So no call to the bullpen yet. As TJ Middlestat will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3 here tonight. It's the 4th time through the lineup for Aaron Wilkerson.
Welcome to the Sluggers.
So a 2-out single by Erie, followed by a 2-out single by Coosdale. And Kansas City almost doubling their entire night's hit total with back-to-back hits here in the bottom of the 7th inning. TJ Middlestat, an opportunity where one swing of the bat could tie the game or perhaps give KC the lead. The more times you go through the lineup, the more opportunities the offense tends to pick up some tendencies on the starting pitcher. There is action in the bullpen in the Grand Prairie area, which is a shock that the bullpen is warming up in the 7th inning. In most occasions, it would not be a shock, but the way that the Airhawks have avoided that bullpen, the first time we've seen any action before the 8th or 9th innings. Big opportunity here for Kansas City. And the first pitch to Middlestat is a breaking ball for a strike. TJ singled in the first, struck out in the second, and flied out to left in the 5th inning. 1 for 3, a base hit could tie the game. Here comes the 1-strike pitch, and it's a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 89-mile-per-hour fastball from the right arm of Aaron Wilkerson. Coosdale at first, Erie at second base, all with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch, low and outside, a snap throw to second. Erie slides to the outside part of the base, which is a good thing. If he slid to the inside, he is out. So the catcher, DeFazio, tries to make a back-breaking defensive play, and Kansas City avoids it for the moment. Now the count, a hitter's count, 2 balls and a strike. Erie, a good base runner, but doesn't have the most speed for KC. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's a high pop-up behind home plate. It will reach the seats, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. If the inning continues, David Espinosa would be next. That's the guy you want at the plate, despite being 0 for 3 here tonight. You would rather have Espinosa in an RBI spot than a possibility of batting with 2 outs or to lead off an inning. Here's a big pitch coming. The 2-2 pitch. And Middlestat taking a bit low, and the count is full. Now Kansas City gets a big break because they will be running on the 3-2 pitch. And with the speed of Erie, it really will help, because now a single into the outfield would more than likely assure Kansas City of a run. The runners will be running on the pitch. There they go. 3-2 pitch, broken bat to the second baseman, Nunez. Nope, they're going to call it. I don't know what happened. Middlestat says it was fouled off of his foot. He is hobbling back to the dugout.